Folks, welcome back to the Pokemon Bathroom 2.0 dungeon. It's been a long time. It's been a long... Evolutions. It's been a long time since I've been over here and filmed and checked inventory and everything. I thought it'd be a good time to kind of do a follow-up. God, what a mess. Sun and Moon, is that base? Breakthrough. So, I want to have a little follow-up conversation with everybody about what's going on in the world of Pokemon and how I think time continues to march forward and people are just... Human nature is probably the most predictable, hilarious thing when you focus on everyone's behavior versus more so the products themselves. Look at this box. Hang on a second. Oh, God. Anybody remember XY Phantom Forces? Anybody remember this set? Oh, shit. Well, here's... I don't know how many packs that is. Here's a lot. Here, hold on. There's a lot of packs of that. I try to stack them nicely, but it doesn't always work real well. There's Phantom Forces. I think that's... Hopefully that's worth something one day. Oh, hold on. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Here, hold on. Oh, God. I don't think I can lift this one. This one, I don't even think I'm going to be able to tilt and show you guys. Can you guys see? This one is my Primal Clash excess shit from the bathroom. I don't know how many packs that is. It's a lot. Oh, hold on. Here, got a better one. Hold on. This is a good one. I like this one. Here's a bunch of... Here's hundreds of leftover Furious Fists. And then there's... I think there's like... 3,000 packs of Generations over there. You guys remember Generations? Does anybody remember that? Hold on. Oh, God. I got 3 of these big things. With all these Generations. Anybody remember Generations? Anybody remember these? All the Generations packs? Alright, moving on. Nobody cares. Let's talk about Sword and Shield. We got Battle Styles, starting at the beginning of the block. The worst set of all time. Rudy, don't buy it until it goes to 50. I think Battle Styles is an all-time high as I'm filming this video. I think Battle Styles is about 140 to 150, maybe 160 with tax and shipping. Let's just say 150 with tax and shipping. As you can see, there's a few cases missing. As you can see, I have sold a couple cases privately to patrons by request. I don't give any special Rudy discounts. No special deals. It's just, if you want a private chain, I only sell by the case. It comes double box and you get signature tracking. Personally, I'm really not looking to sell any of this. I just, long-term patrons ask sometimes. So I'll sell a case here and there. I remain very bullish, and I remain the same attitude I've had with you all the last 4 years since 2020. And that is my price target for all Sword and Shield is $500 to $1,500. Well, $500 to $1,000 a box was my original attitude. So I really believe until things really hit like $500 a box, the market flushes in a couple more years. That's really going to be where the glory golden years come in, where people look back at the COVID era. I remember that era. Where, COVID era was 2020, 2021 range. We're in 2024. I still think we need another 3 to 5 years to really get old, flush everybody out who's been holding Battle Styles from 80, 90, 100 a box, another 150. People are starting to sell. When that thing goes to 200, 250, most people are going to lock in profits. They've 2, 3x their money. And I want everybody to kind of enjoy and, kind of celebrate and, rock out with their thing out and, have fun with that. I'm still going to sit back and just kind of think about suction cups and ladies of the night. Next, we have Chilling Reign, which is the largest position, of course. We have 2 rows deep here. You probably can't even see. There's a case right there in the first row. And then we have a giant one in the back. I had 3,000 boxes of Chilling Reign. I think I'm down to like 2,600 and change boxes. I have sold a couple hundred boxes privately by the case only, just by request from you all. Overall, I still think Chilling Reign, that one, I think, like Battle Style should be a $500 box. I think Chilling Reign should be the $1,000 one. I really do think Chilling Reign is kind of was the most underrated, most stupidly thing. And I think Chilling Reign, when we start hitting about 750 to 1,200 range for Chilling, I'll probably be reducing my position slowly and quietly, or maybe just do some more box openings and things like that, and have some of the cards graded for free for patrons with PCG and kind of have some fun. That's another fun thing. Now, next to that, we have the Evolving Skies. You can see I've sold a couple cases on that stack of Evolving Skies. Evolving Skies is a little lower now. I am probably around, I don't have 1,000 boxes of Evolving anymore, probably around 800 boxes. Evolving Skies is the Golden Goose. I expect that one to be the $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 box. Everybody's all wound up because it's, bounces around between 600 and 1,000 a box. I think Evolving should be a couple thousand a box, or 10, 15,000 for a case is kind of my thing. And I think we need another 3 to 5 years to get there. Most people, that's the difference between me and most of you all watching, is my patience and time frame is just, I have the discipline of diamond balls and waiting longer than most of you all. I view time very differently. Time flies, and there's no real rush to things, I think. I think it's okay to be very patient on everything, okay? Next, we have Fusion Strike, which is, Fusion Strike's the pink boxes, which I believe is this. Sorry, we've added more in this. I can't really scoot back there as much. That's a Scarlet Violet case. It's not even supposed to be in this location. Are these all Scarlet Violet? Oh, a couple cases here we had moved to the wrong spot. These are... What the hell this is? This is the Charizard? Ultra Premium? Ultra Premium Charizard, okay. Interesting. Oh, God, I am so unorganized. Fucking embarrassing. Anyways, I think Fusion Strike is another one. I don't think it's as powerful as Evolving, but I think that should be like $1,000 box. I don't think it's a $2,000, $3,000 box. That's just my opinion. Going past that, the Brilliant Stars is kind of a funny one. Brilliant and Astral are funny. I'm not as big of a fan of Brilliant Stars because everybody believed that was a hot set from day one, so I was never really... Like, from day one, like, that thing was always expensive. Like, it was always, oh, it was the greatest set ever. I've never really been a big fan of Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars is one I probably have the least of, which is probably 300 to 400 boxes, because I didn't... Everybody speculated on that, and it was kind of a turnoff for me. It's just, it's kind of bamboozling. Now, Astral Radiance, similar to Fusion, those two I was really, really big fans of. I don't even think I can reach... I can't reach that. Astral Radiance is one I really... Same thing. I think Astral and Fusion are $1,000 to $1,500 boxes, or around that, $7,000 to $10,000 for a case, is my personal opinion. Now, when we get past the Brilliant, we get to the end of that Sword and Shield era, which is the Lost Origins Silver Tempest situation. I feel like I'm missing one. If I am, sorry. So, Lost Origins Silver Tempest, I actually think, have a better probability of outperforming older sets, like, for example, Battle Styles, Brilliant Stars, and even like some of the older Sword and Shield, more of the earlier days ones, which I'll talk about in a second. I think Lost Origins Silver Tempest are actually some of the better ones, and I think most people are not as bullish on it because they did a second reprint at the end of the block. So I actually like those two a little bit more, mostly because the reprint made a lot of people give up and fire sell it. All the stores who had the Lost Origins Silver Tempest reprint, they fire sold them for 109, 119, 129 right at the beginning, and they were a bunch of dumbass morons who just couldn't see the future. And I think because of that, I actually think, Silver Tempest and Lost Origins reminds me more of like the Roaring Skies, Evolutions, kind of Breakpoint, Breakthrough, Primal Clash. Because Primal Clash, Ancient Origins, and Roaring Skies specifically, those particular three, Primal Clash, Ancient Origins from XY era, both had small reprints at the end. Now, Roaring Skies had a big reprint later on because of the whole skyrocketing price and the infamous card and everything. Well, Roaring Skies reminds me of like Silver Tempest. The way they did a huge reprint, it bottomed out, nobody wanted it. Now, the Lost Origins was a smaller reprint, not as big as Silver Tempest. And that reminded me of the Ancient Origins, Primal Clash. It reminded me of those two where they did a small reprint at the end, but it was just enough to piss everyone off and give up on the product. So I still believe those particular ones are incredible long-term opportunity, and the Rudy price point on that, again, is going to be $1,000 a box, or $6,000 to $7,000 for a sealed case. Now, before we end this little Pokemon update here, I want to jump into some other things, which is the very old Darkness Ablaze, Vivid Voltage, and of course Sword and Shield base. Right now, everybody undervalues those. For some reason, like Fat Pikachu with Vivid Voltage was an amazing thing early on, years ago. And after they reprinted Vivid Voltage and Darkness Ablaze, it really tanked, and then it never really came back, and everybody became stupid and negative on it. And for some reason, as the power level and the flavor of the later on Sword and Shield and the different chase cards became hot, especially Evolving Skies, people gave up and just dumped Vivid Voltage, Darkness Ablaze, the base, I think it was Rebel Clash maybe? There's like 3 or 4 of them from the very beginning. For some reason, any of those that are still under, even $200-300 a box or less, to me, those are for some reason the interesting, I call it kind of the wild card. They're not liked as much, but they're the oldest, and there's the least amount of them. But they're not as sought after. So those were a really strange one, everybody. I don't know if those are going to be $500 to $1,000 boxes, or they're going to skyrocket to the $2,000 box range in the future, like what I think will happen with Evolving Skies. So that's my Pokemon update with Sword and Shield era. I haven't been in this particular location in a while. I haven't showed you all this. I want to give you an update. There's more shit in here, and there's more things that are not Astral Radiance. I want to give you guys an update of what's what around here and kind of show you what was going on. Good old, the world-famous Roaring Skies. Boy, if nothing brings back memories like this, I don't know what does, everybody. And of course, there's older stuff. I don't really talk about the older blocks as much because I don't think there's that much, like... So this is, this would be a case of Sun and Moon. This is Sun and Moon base, okay? So this is a sealed case I've had. Is there a date? Really? They didn't put the dates like they do in the newer ones? Really? No date? Made? Whatever. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go. If that comes in clear. There is a Sun and Moon case of Sun and Moon base. Again, the older cases like this are just kind of... There's not really much to talk about. They're so old at this point. They're pre-COVID era. And sealed boxes or cases are essentially just non-existent on the open market with a lot of these things. Like if you go on TCG Player or eBay, I don't even know how many sealed cases of Sun and Moon base are even going to be online listed. Okay, so here we have a case of nothing. We have a case of, I have no fucking clue what this is. Sun and Moon set 5. Somebody tell me what that is. Like, I don't even know what set that is. I have to go on TCG Player just to see what Sun and Moon set 5 is. SMO5. Alright. This has turned out to be a scavenger hunt video. I can't reach over there. Hey, look at this. I got a Weiss case of Nazarack, and it's not Nazarack. Ladies and gentlemen, time to play. What's in the box? I'll give you a hint. It's a Pokemon pack. It's XY era. And all the packs are blue. Like a nice, beautiful beach Florida water blue. It's a whole giant thing. It's just a fuck ton of evolution packs. Nobody cares. So, again, we have a lot of the really old sealed packs of, like, old Pokemon stuff from years ago. Again, these evolution packs I broke down, sold a lot of things. I think these were cost basis. I think these evolution packs were like $2 a piece because nobody wanted them. So my cost would be $72, I guess, for 36 packs kind of thing. I don't know what... I can't really get through some of this. Here's a whole case down here. This one is Sun and Moon base. Anyways, I don't really go through a lot of the older Pokemon stuff anymore because I kind of find it boring because there's nothing to really discuss with you all. Do I just say, hey, look how expensive this is? I mean, there's not... Like, you know, I mean, it's like the generations thing. Everybody knows the damn things are impossible to find, and they're super expensive, and people just pretty much pay these premium. These things are like $40, $50 a pack. I mean, like a box of these, or 36 packs for a pseudo box, they didn't have booster boxes, would be a couple $1,000s, okay? And people buy them for the thrill of opening, and people buy them because they grade the chase cards. And, you know, it's a thing. It's a real thing. I mean, I see it all the time. I mean, like I tell you guys, you know, PCG here in Florida, got a shill for myself. You know, we grade more Pokemon cards than Magic cards. The cards that come in are all the new hot stuff, the Disney Lorcana, the Star Wars cards being graded at PCG, the player slabs for Commander Magic, and then, of course, Pokemon, and, of course, Flesh and Blood, and the player slabs, and the sorcery stuff, the Alpha Beta sorcery cards, and the promo cards and curios. Those are, I mean, those are really, we grade the least amount of Magic, which is kind of something we're working on behind the scenes to kind of penetrate, giggity, the Magic market more. We'd like more exposure in that. because we're grading a lot of everything else. Kind of weird, isn't it? But that's the update, folks. I just want to share what's going on, and I want to show you all the receipts, because of course every fucking person on the internet says, oh, I got all this stuff, and I'm Rudy 2.0. Everybody has a million Black Lotuses. Everybody's got 1,000 boxes of base set. Everybody's got cases of evolutions. Everybody's got cases of evolving skies. Everybody's full of shit. Literally. That's, you know, I've done videos like this so much, and I've shared backgrounds and all this stuff so many times. To me, it doesn't mean a whole lot. I'm very desensitized to it. But I feel like periodic updates showing different things like this are important, because they always ask, do you still have this, Rudy? Did you cash it in? Do you still have your heavy bags? And, you know, this is a tremendous thing. There's a tremendous quantity in a position, and, I don't really think about it very often. You know, it's the first time I've been at this little locked up area here. First time I've probably been in here, maybe in 3 or 4 months. So, it's nice to do a little inventory and check up and everything. And, all right, well, I'm going to head out, turn all the security and cameras on, and, I guess it just blows my mind, because it's like I literally have had dreams where, like, back in 2017 in the XY era, then the Sun and Moon era, and then the Sword and Shield era, and then we're in this Scarlet Violet era. In every single era, people act and behave the exact same thing. Like, if I uploaded a Pokemon video today, and it was an old video from 9 years ago on this channel, if I bleated out the name of the set and what the box looked like, the conversation would hold true to any era of Pokemon. Like, everybody was just so bitter on Scarlet Violet. And, oh God, look what Rudy... Rudy's got to be struggling with those heavy bags. He's going to lose everything he made in Sword and Shield. And I'm like, you all think this is a lot? I've tripled these positions with Scarlet Violet in every set. And I was like, okay, we'll reevaluate in 3 to 5 years. And it's been like 6 to 9 to 12 months. And we're already seeing strength and recovery in Scarlet Violet base over 100 on TCG Player. We've got Mr. P at 130 a box plus tax, because it ran out on Pokemon Center. And sure, it'll get reprinted. And that's why everyone's going to say, don't buy it. Ugh. And guess what? It'll probably get reprinted, and the box price will go from 129 to 109. Oh, God! You know, and just... the human psyche is such a predictable, stupid thing on how people focus on the wrong things. They get angry at the wrong thing. They pick a side and hate everybody else on the other side. And again, like we talked about in the scam videos and Amazon and the magic world going on with Modern Horizons 3 and all that goofy stuff, and it's fascinating how so many people are just looking in the wrong direction. And they deploy their efforts and their thoughts and energy, not on reading books, not on watching documentaries, not on learning, not on listening, but just being angry. Or hate watching YouTubers, or going to local stores and being angry because some LGS overcharges and review bombing them. And going on social media to post on Facebooks and Twitters and MySpaces and OnlyFans. And all those things are kind of like busy work in high school. It's designed to just keep your brain active and running in a hamster wheel. Well, life passes us by. You get older, and you're going to look back one day, and you're going to realize, holy shit, did I waste a lot of my life. Because, ladies and gentlemen, life is short. I feel like this came out like a year ago. And the date on this booster pack, oh God, I'm afraid to look. The date on this booster pack, oh my God, 2016. This is 8 to 9 years ago. Over 8 years old. And I'm telling you all, as a guy who's been on YouTube almost 10 years now, I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of people and businesses and all this stuff come and go. And you build successful relationships and businesses by just doing the best you can and just be honest about things. Sometimes shit does great. Sometimes it tanks and does terrible. Other times it doesn't do anything at all and it's boring. So we try to report when things do well, and we try to report all the swings in this channel. And that's why we don't really show a lot. That's why after this video here, I'm not really even going to film here or show again. Maybe I'll wait another year and come back. But there's nothing to really share with you all because there's nothing to talk about. We all know the value. We all know what's happening. We all know the chase cards. We all know it's out of print. We all know this. There's nothing to really negotiate and discuss or have a podcast and go back and forth about. what do you want to talk about? There's nothing to go. Are we still going to discuss whether or not Sword and Shield era product is going to go up? Are we going to discuss whether or not Rudy's Primal Clash booster packs are going to go up in value? These things, time is going to take care of it all for us. No one can single-handedly manipulate the entire market, even though we have the memes and we all try to get, the Timmies to believe that. The market's going to do what it's going to do, folks. And honestly, you really don't have to do a lot about it. Just let nature take its course. Let time just do its own thing. And honestly, it'll speak for itself. And this is a guy at 9.5 years on YouTube. Trust me. Just let enough time go by and things will take care of themselves. That's all I got, folks. I don't know. Whatever. Penis.